I know it's Tuesday, but I have a story to tell you guys that happened on Friday. So it was the end of like fourth period, and it was 5 minutes before it was about to end. We were all like packing up. She was giving us the homework and stuff. Like I'm just sitting there, and I'm writing it down a little bit, and then I just feel this gushing feeling from my nose, like right when you turn on the tap water here. So say if you have this water, like you just start gushing it, you know. Like it was that bad. It wasn't like dripping. It wasn't dripping. It was like straight on fully freaking just going. And I didn't get any on my sweatshirt, so I put my hand up right here up to my nose to like block it, and it didn't drip on me or anything. And I don't think anyone noticed. Maybe like one or two people did. And so I just walked to the back while it was still just going out, and I felt like I was gonna pass. I don't know. I've just been having a couple bloody noses recently. I usually don't have them, but and then I got a tissue, and I didn't want to like hold it up to my nose because then in class, because we still had like 2 minutes left, and I didn't want everyone to know that I had bloody nose because you know that's just weird, and I didn't want to go to the nurse. So I just started shoving small pieces of the tissue paper on my nose, like as far as I can. Probably not good. Probably not good for me to be doing that, but I did. And then that's working for a little bit until it starts just drenching through it. It was so bad. It was like a little bit around my nose, but I was just trying to look this way, walking back to my seat. And so, like, fourth period ended, and I ended up not being able to get the homework down. So I actually had to email my teacher the day after that on Saturday. I have like 5 minutes between fourth and fifth period, and I was walking, and I just went to the bathroom to see if I could clear it up in that time, but there were some people in there, like 3 people, so I was just like casually walking in there, covering my nose. I actually forgot, but before I went to the bathroom, I actually shoved a couple pieces of paper up my nose because there was no more tissue paper. I mean, there was no more Kleenex, so I used the last one, and I started shoving paper up my nose, and I'm pretty sure it was my nose, so that's cool. I went into the stall, and I just sit there, and I was holding it for a little bit, pinching my nose. It was hurting, so I don't know why I did it this way, but I just leaned over the toilet and just let it drip. I was like, you know what? I'm going to see how much blood I can lose, and I'm going to see how long I can do this for. I don't know. I guess I was doing an science experiment. So I'm in there, right, just leaning over. I just see the blood going through the water, making it more red, and I have a little bit of tissue in there, and wow, 3-8 on the... I was just sitting there, and I was holding on to both of the walls and kind of kneeling over it, and I was just thinking, and I was like feeling I was gonna pass out. I was so close, and I was leaning over it, and then eventually I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do this anymore. And there was like blood everywhere. It was on the ground. Leave me alone. It was on the ground. It was on the toilet. It was on the back. It was in the water. It was everywhere. So I like wipe a little bit off the front and just sit on the front while other guys are talking. And then so there's like one guy, I think he was a teacher in there, and he was talking about wanting to go home. I don't know if it was a teacher, could have been a senior or something, but he was just sitting there like, so they're going to come up to the front and pick me up, right? I don't know if it was some drug cartel, some high-intense CSI security stuff, but I don't know what it was, and it was weird. So he eventually left, and he said, like, he was like, all right, thanks, bye. And he left. It was so weird, and there was these other guys, so after I was getting there, it was almost done. And there was this guy with these, like, I remember there were green shoes. And he was standing there, and I could hear, he was like, ah. He was there for 5 minutes. And then I went on down on all fours, and I was seeing if he was still there. And he was. So I was like, okay, he probably needs to use the bathroom, so I'm going to try to hurry this up. So I got it all done. I was like, all right, I don't think it's going to drip anymore. I think I can make it. And so I flushed the toilet, and I try to wipe up as much blood as I can. I try to get rid of it off the ground a little bit, like where I could find. And I was like, all right, this looks good. So I'm going to go out, and I had it on my nose above and on my upper lip. So I was trying to like go around him and wipe it in the sink. And then I'm just like, all right, I think it's all good. So we walked in there, and I was like, all right, I think I cleaned up all the blood and it's good. And this actually happened. All this actually happened on Friday after fourth period. Actually, I went to fifth period, and this wasn't all in between passing. I said, teacher, I kind of have a bloody nose, and then I went to the bathroom and did it then. So that's when this is going on. And I think one person was like, ew. So yeah, so I'm in there, and he's in there, and I'm like, all right, this is good. And he closes it, and I'm like, is he gonna lock it or anything? Is it good? I don't know if he's like still checking. And he doesn't lock it. He opens the door, comes out, he's like, looks at me, he's like, not doing that. And he just left. He was like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. So I was like, oh, man. what did I leave? Was there something somewhere? And so I left, and it was like I went back. I went left the sink, and I went into the bath at the stall again, and there was blood on the back and the inside all around it. And I thought that I got out of it, but I guess I didn't check. So he probably thought that I was bleeding out of my butthole, like I had some hemorrhoid stuff going on. Like, oh my god. So I was just like, whatever, and I just left. I went back to class, and I was lightheaded for the rest of class, and I just dealt with it. It was like the worst time of the day. It was bad. It was really bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of BO3 and talking about the story on Friday. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, then you can subscribe, do whatever you want, and so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.